Langai Tegirim, Sri Gurum Thina Tharinam, Sri Chaitanya Mishwaram, Hari Om Tat Sat.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees.
Hare Krishna. Wow.
Today we are reading from Srila Sachidananda Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Chaitanya Shikshamrita. As mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita 7.24 to 25, Avyaktam Vyaktimapannam Manyate Mam Abuddhayaha Param Bhavam Ajananto Mavaivam Anuttamam. Unintelligent men who do not know me perfectly think that I, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, was impersonal before and have now assumed this personality. Due to their small knowledge, they do not know my higher nature, which is imperishable and supreme. Krishna also says, Naham Prakasha Sarvasya Yogamaya Samavrita Mudoyam Abhijanati Loko Mam Ajam Avyayam. I am never manifest to the foolish and unintelligent. For them, I am covered by my internal potency, and therefore do not know that I am unborn and inexhaustible. As mentioned in 7.28 of the Bhagavad Gita, Esham twantagatam papam jananam punyakarmanam te dvanda moha nirmukta bhajate mam dradavrataha. Persons who have acted piously in previous lives and in this life whose sinful actions are completely eradicated are freed from the dualities of delusion, and they engage themselves in my service with determination. As mentioned in Bhagavatam 10:9-13, the Supreme Personality of Godhead has no beginning and no end, no exterior and no interior, no front or no rear. In other words, he is all pervading because he is not under the influence of the element of time. For him, there is no difference between past, present, and future. He exists in his own transcendental form at all times. Being absolute beyond relativity, he is free from the distinctions between cause and effect. Is there anything there? Although he is the cause and effect of everything.
So the Supreme Personality of Godhead is not like anyone else.
So the Supreme Personality of Godhead is not like anyone else.
He is all pervasive. He has no beginning, no end.
He has no formation, no beginning, no end.
And he is only visible to his pure devotees.
He is only visible to his pure devotees.
The unintelligent people speculate and think they know the Supreme Person,
The unintelligent people speculate and they think that they know the Supreme Person,
but actually they don't know.
but actually they don't know.
He is transcendental
He is transcendental
and he's beyond the time factor.
and is beyond the time factor.
And past, present, future, it's all one.
Past, present, future, it's all one. For him, past, present, future, it's all one.
He is the cause of everything.
He is the cause of everything.
Sarvakara.
Sarva Karana Karanam.
So, if we try to understand Krishna by our little minds,
So if we try to understand Krishna by our little minds,
then naturally we will bewildered.
we would be naturally bewildered.
Krishna is revealing himself to his devotees.
Krishna is revealing himself to his devotees.
I will.
Haribo. There's another note. To call him formless is to attribute only one quality of the formlessness to him and thus diminish him. When he is described as both with form and formless, it reveals his transcendental and inconceivable qualities. It is said that he created this world and the living entities with the thought that by creating all living beings within the wombs of the mothers to enhance, he created a realm of happiness and granting happiness to each one to the extent they fulfill their dear objectives, to fulfill his dear objectives. Then this would state this statement would con- this would statement contradict the concept of his inconceivable pastimes. Since the Supreme Being is of perfect, resolved, and omnipotent being, he, if he wished this world to be much more developed and devoid of all deficiency, then merely by his will the world would become such. Those who think he has done some of the work and some other would be done with the help of others consider God to be like an imperfect goldsmith, craftsman, and carpenter, thus making him insignificant. Due to such impure and insignificant conclusions, many unrefined doctrines have become prevalent in the world. Despite Bhagavan is one in essence, he acknowledged the difference in his manifestations according to the qualifications of the living entities. Therefore, denying the oneness of Bhagavan is also an act against the nature of the Supreme Being.
So Krishna is beyond our thought process.
So, Krishna is beyond our thought process.
Like Lord Chaitanya said, Achintya Veda Veda Tattva.
Like Lord Chaitanya said, Achintya Beda Beda Tattva.
He is saying Achintya,
He is saying Achintya.
beyond our thought speculative process.
He is beyond our thought speculative process.
And Bhagavan is simultaneously impersonal and personal.
And Bhagavan is simultaneously impersonal and personal.
So if people think Bhagavan is impersonal, they're limiting him.
So, if people think if Bhagavan is impersonal, then they are belittling him.
So the Supreme Lord is more than we can ever conceive of.
So, the Supreme Person is more than ever that we can conceive of.
And Bhaktivinoda Thakur has indicated that Krishna is transcendental to everything.
And Bhaktivinoda Thakur has indicated that Krishna is transcendental to everything. As mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam 10.2.39, O Supreme Lord, you are not an ordinary living entity appearing in this material world as a result of fruitive activities. Therefore, your appearance of birth in this world has no other cause than your pleasure potency. Similarly, the living entities who are part of you has no cause for miseries like birth, death, and old age, except when these living entities are conducted by your external energy.
So Atma actually doesn't go through this birth, death, old age, and disease.
The Atma actually doesn't go through this birth, death, old age, and disease.
But under the spell of the external energy, the body goes through that, and the soul identifies with the body.
But under the spell of the material energy, the body goes through that, and the soul identifies itself with the body.
So we are part of Krishna.
So we are part of Krishna,
Therefore, we don't have anything to do with this material body.
therefore, we don't have anything to do with this material body.
We are meant to serve Krishna eternally.
We are meant to serve Krishna eternally.
Krishna is transcendental. We are transcendental.
As Krishna is transcendental, we are transcendental.
What we may call under the external potency of Krishna.
But we may go under the external potency of Krishna.
He is always transcendental to all his potencies.
He is always transcendental to all his potencies.
So, less intelligent people, they try to think that God is some limited person like us.
But the less intelligent people try to think that God is some limited person like us.
But he's not. He comes to this material world by his own desire.
He comes to this material world by his own desire,
And he comes by his potencies.
and he comes by his potencies.
So he doesn't have any other cause.
So he doesn't have any other cause.
So the mundaners, speculators, they think that Bhagavan is somehow creating this material world
The mundaners, the speculators, they think that Bhagavan somehow have created this material world
too, so that people can enjoy.
so that people can enjoy.
Actually, the material world is created to give us a chance to get back to Krishna.
The material world is created to give us a chance so that we can get back to Krishna.
And this material world is not a place we would like to be.
So, this material world is not a place that we would like to be.
But if we utilize this material life to serve Krishna, then that's all right.
But if we utilize this life to serve Krishna, then it's all right.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Who translated this? Who translated it?
I think is.
Huh?
I'm not so sure. I don't know, Guru Maharaj. Contrary actions to the nature of the Supreme, even while being beyond material nature, that is, invisible Bhagavan manifests through devotional yoga in Sri Murti, which is the work of his Achintya Shakti, inconceivable power. Serving the Sri Murti is the proper duty of a devotee's life. Those who abandon this service, considering Brahman to be Nirakara, formless, and creating false form to worship that formless aspect, are indeed idolaters. The results of their worship is also similar. Among them, some who consider themselves Pandita, learned, abandon this idolatry and, considering the Pranava, Om, as the bow, and the Atma as the arrow, and Brahman as the target, engage in spiritual practices. They argue that in idolatry, Upon opening one's eyes, they only see an idol made of clay or wood. But upon closing their eyes, they see the image of that idol within their hearts and place all their love there. They do not obtain the substance by this argument. They have indeed spoken a kind of truth, but they themselves engage in another similar practice. Those have not seen the Supreme Lord's form, the image they create of him is certainly idol worship. Just as if I had not seen Sanatan Rishi and made an image of him, it would not be correct. If one places love in that image, there is doubt whether they attain Sanatan or not. But those have seen Sanatan and taken his photograph, a specific reflection. When they see that photograph upon closing their eyes, they'll see the real Sanatan in their hearts. The photograph simply acts as an inspiration for true feelings. In this case, it is not idol worship. Rather, scientists acknowledge this as a proper method of remembrance. The spiritual practice involving the pranava bow and other methods is just a preliminary matter for the practitioners.
So we establish a deity based on the descriptions in the Vedic scriptures.
So we establish our deities based on the descriptions in the Vedic scriptures.
And we asked Krishna to receive our worship through the deity.
And we ask Krishna to receive our worship through the deities. 8:30.
There's a whole system to purify the image,
So there's a whole system to purify the image.
the various adivasas,
By doing the various adivasas
and then installing the deity,
and then installing the deity,
chanting different mantras,
chanting different mantras,
which were handed down by the guru of the Devas,
which were handed down by the Guru of the Devas,
Brihaspati.
Brihaspati.
So we don't install just some kind of speculative form.
So we don't install some kind of speculative form.
Uh, devotees have seen the personality of it,
So devotees have seen the personality of Godhead,
and they have confirmed what the Lord looks like.
and they have confirmed what the Lord looks like.
Anyway, the deity in the temple may not be as beautiful as Krishna,
Anyway, the deity in the temple may not look beautiful as Krishna
because they're made out of matter,
because they are made out of matter,
but they're installed, and Krishna accepts the worship offered to the deity.
so and they are installed, and Krishna accept the worship offered through the deities.
So this is like seeing a photograph
So this is like seeing the photograph
in the sense that Krishna is revealed in Vedic scriptures.
in the sense that Krishna is revealed in the Vedic scriptures.
So just as a photograph acts to inspire our true feelings.
just as the photograph acts to inspire our true feelings.
So the image of the Lord, his devotee, is also uh, useful for us to offer our devotion, love,
So the image of the Lord and his devotees are also useful to, to inspire us to offer our love,
so
worship and love, sorry.
the deity form is a preliminary matter for devotees.
So the deity form is a preliminary matter for the devotees.
When you're fully advanced,
When you are fully advanced,
you see Krishna.
you can see Krishna.
So Krishna is most beautiful,
Krishna is most beautiful,
and so the various images of the Lord in worshipful deities, they cannot be as beautiful as Krishna,
so there are various images of the Lord as worshipable deities, but they cannot be as beautiful as Krishna.
but they can focus our devotion.
But they can focus our devotion.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Guru Maharaj is blessing all of you. Guru Maharaj, please bless them.
Oh, everyone.
Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, please bless them, all the devotees.
Krishna Matarastu.
Krishna Matirastu. And Marichi Prabhu has something special for you.
Oh, yes, because in Jagannath Puri, Lord Jagannath, yesterday, he was wearing this Tulasi garland. And the, and the panda, it's okay. And the panda who is doing very intimate service to the Lord, his name is Mahavir Mistra. He has sent this garland to Guru Maharaj by the public bus from Puri to Kolkata, and then one devotee bring it by the public train from Kolkata to Navadvip, Mayapur, and wow, and Guru Maharaj want to share. There are hundreds of tulasis here to everyone, so we're going to share this Maha garland. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Jai. Guru Maharaj ki jai. So Marichi Prabhu will be distributing the Tulsi to everyone. Please receive it. Srila Guru Maharaj ki. Dear fortunate devotees, for those who are physically present here, to the left of you near the gate, you will find a physical book table, which is personal physical book table of Guru Maharaj. And please do visit the book table and see in what way you can serve Guru Maharaj in fulfilling the instruction given by Srila Prabhupada to Guru Maharaj as distributing 10,000 big books in a month and 100,000 small books. It's a monthly contribution. So please see if you can sponsor at least one Bhagavad Gita or few small books in the name of Guru Maharaj at the physical book table. Thank you. Welcome to Guru Maharaj virtual book table. Today we have from physical table Susaibini Keshabi Devidasi from Dhaka 60 Bhagavad Gita, Dinabandhu Gauranga Das 108 Bhagavad Gita, Subodh Bishwas 108 Bhagavad Gita, Mukunda Dayamaya Das 4 Bhagavad Gita, Samir Datta 4 Bhagavad Gita, Anil Chandra Saha 1 Bhagavad Gita, Jayadev Saha 1 Bhagavad Gita, Subrata Saha 1 Bhagavad Gita, Sukumar Rai 2 Bhagavad Gita, Manjurani Saha 1 Bhagavad Gita, Rajon Powder, 1 Bhagavad Gita. One Bhagavad Gita, Gautam 2 Bhagavad Gita, Sri Rama Chaudhra Das, 2 Bhagavad Gita, and 20 small books, 1:10 ratio, exactly as Guru Maharaj wanted. Very wonderful example. Vrata Vrinda Devidasi, 2 Bhagavad Gita, Subudhi Balaram Das, 12 Bhagavad Gita, Roni Bhanik, 2 Bhagavad Gita, Shiv Shankar Banik, 4 Bhagavad Gita, Subol Banik, 3 Bhagavad Gita. Then we have our Nitya Savage, Balachandra Channa, Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi Balavrinda, 4 small book. From Khasa Desh, we have Damini Mataji and her family, 1 Bhagavad Gita and 10 small books. Exactly 1:10 ratio, as Srila Prabhupada instruction to Srila Guru Maharaj, and Damini Mataji and her family is giving it as a daily contribution in this regard. So thank you very much, Damini Mataji and family. Also, Sri Rama Chaudhra Das, who is also giving 2 Bhagavad Gita, 20 small book in 1:10 ratio, being a very good example and a role model for all of us. Srila Prabhupada Transcendental Book Distribution ki jai. All these devotees get a special Narsimha Puja in a few hours from now in Siddham Mayapur, and all of you also please bless them by calling out Nitai Gauranga with me. Nitai Gauranga. Thank you. And please pause on this wonderful opportunity of participating in the pastime of Guru Maharaj distributing Srila Prabhupada books, even with a single Bhagavad Gita or just 10 small books. Please do WhatsApp to Guru Maharaj virtual book table anytime at +91 94 34 76 0402. Stay tuned for tomorrow's Lord Chaitanya class. Let's do an intense prayer for a speedy and full recovery of Guru Maharaj. And of course, our prayers include for all those who are celebrating their anniversaries today, for their well-being and blissful Krishna consciousness. Please do join me in the intense prayer. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. Vaishnav Pranam. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Srila Guru Maharaj ki jai. Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande. So receive the tulsi which has come all the way from Puri and blessed also by Guru Maharaj. Thank you very much.